Being one of the stars of Love Island has meant that Chris Hughes takes very good care of his body.
However, Chris was left shocked when he discovered a problem with one of his testicles, and after several years worrying about it, he finally saw a doctor.
See, I don't mind getting my balls out on national television or just in general because I've had that many operations on them, 4 in total, that I'm not fazed by it.
You should examine your testicles ideally once a month.
I think within a week or so on Facebook, it had about 37 million views.
I'm led in bed that night and decided to have a little feel of my own testicles because I've never done it before, never checked them, and found a lump.
Everything just happened so quickly. Ben went to get himself checked out, and within a blink of an eye, he was told it was cancer after the ultrasound, and everything just kind of happened like that.
They told Ben he had to go for an operation to remove his left testicle as soon as possible.
I actually held the operation back for a week or two so I could go and try and do sperm banking.
Ben wanted to set aside some sperm, so he had the option of becoming a father once he'd had his operation.
Oh my God, that is disgusting. Is that honestly a normal size sample? It's very watery. Felt like that month everything was against Ben. You know, he had testicular cancer, and then he was told that he had no sperm present in 2 lots of samples that he'd given.
So not only had Ben just been told he had cancer, but on top of that, he was told he wasn't producing any sperm.
They said there's no point in trying a 3rd time, let's get you into theatre now and get this testicle removed.
You just got to keep your fingers crossed, haven't you?
Hello, love.
You look white as a sheep.
Sheet, not a sheep.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, really nice, mate. I've just had a bollock out.
Essentially, Chris going on this morning actually saved my life.
The crazy thing here is the fact that me and Ben are both brothers, both with problems with our testicles, and we're not sure what the future holds in terms of whether we'll be able to have children.
My brother Ben and I grew up in the Cotswolds. We're only a year apart in age, and I think that's why we've always been so close. Up until I went off to do Love Island, we've never really been apart.
Family life's good, you know. We're a close family, very close-knit family, like a proper family.
Chris, come on, get up. Come on now. What? Breakfast is ready.
See, I'm 26 now, I'm still at home. Ben's 27, he's still at home. I quite like it at home. It's a lot of comfort right there. You get things done for you. I will move out soon, and I have tried a couple of times, but I've always ended up just sneaking off back home.
Hey, old puppy.
Get breakfast? Oh yeah, lovely, smashing.
Been busy, haven't you, babe?
Well, that's good news, isn't it, about Ben's cancer? Cancer-free?
Yeah, very good.
Such a relief.
Yeah, it's
Such
good.
a relief. I can't tell you. Such a
Yeah, it's a
emotional
massive.
time.
It is a massive relief, but to find out that I'm not producing any sperm, that's kind of a
Kick in the teeth.
You know, it's a kick in the teeth. You get over one thing and you're
Faced with another.
Faced with another all the time.
But how weird is it? Me and Ben have both had testicular issues.
What's your issues?
My 𝗲𝗃𝗃. I've got a 𝗲𝗃𝗃.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Basically, my left testicle, it's like a cluster of veins, like a proper build-up of veins.
Okay.
Surrounds my left testicle. The veins come from my kidney, so they like run from my kidney all the way in there. And imagine what like, a brain would look like. You know, where it's all like lumpy.
Yeah.
That's literally what my left testicle looks like, so all the veins like surround
Not your
it.
own one.
No, my other one's fine.
That doesn't sound that nice.
No, it ain't very nice. It can make you infertile. That's what the doctor told me anyway. Like, that ain't good, is it?
No, it's not good. It's just quite sad, really, that both of you are suffering in different ways, but with the same end, really.
Yeah.
Thank goodness that you've been brave enough to talk about it, and Ben's been able to find out about it.
At the end of the day, if I haven't got any sperm present, it doesn't stop us from having sex.
I think you mean lovemaking.
Or making love.
Jesus
That
Christ.
sounds
Okay.
better.
It's not.
Does
Well,
it?
it does
I want
sound
to talk
better.
about the table.
What's love making?
No.
Something that you forgot about years
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my god.
I can't even on the ground to swallow me up.
As a mum, I'm finding this really difficult because a mother's duty is to take the pain away from her children, and it's just something that's out of my hands. I just can't physically help them in that way, and I find that really distressing, and I do get upset about it. I just want everything to be right for them.
Hold it nicer, like it's a baby. Like it's a baby. There you go.
Don't tell me that was good.
Yeah, it was good.
What I find quite warming is the fact that the boys have both got lovely girlfriends. They're so supportive. They're going to support the boys all the way through their journey. I can see that. And that gives me a lot of joy because there's a lot of things a mother can't do for them. They're very open with me. We talk about everything, but I just can't take away their pain. But I think the girls help to lessen it for them.
Do you want a kiss? Thanks.
My good God. The state of this room. I reckon half those suits are mine. You actually, like, in here? Do you get the job done in here?
Get the job done in here.
Satisfactory job?
More than a satisfactory job.
My God. What is it? It's one of them memory foams, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Stops you forgetting her name, doesn't it?
No, joking aside, though, you and Olivia seem to be in a good place at the moment.
You know, in a not too distant future, I mean, going down, say, 4 or 5 years down the line, that I'd be looking to probably have children with Olivia if everything works out.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of...
On that avenue.
Yeah, but it's difficult because of not knowing whether we've got any chance of me producing a baby.
Yeah.
Is there anything you're worried about moving forward?
What happens if my sperm count is not just below average, but very, very minimal? But it is a worry. Like, of course it's a worry. I want to have a family one day, innit? So you need to get these things sorted out.
If you could have one miracle baby, that's better than nothing at all.
Now that we're both in proper relationships, we're starting to think about having kids one day. But I'm starting to realise we should have been thinking about this a lot sooner. Maybe if we'd been more open about male infertility from a young age, Ben wouldn't be in the situation he's in now.
Do you know, it's not every day you do this. Over a nice cold pint, chatting about testicles.
To all your mates.
Yep. It's gonna be an educational drinking session, this is.
It will be interesting to see if our mates are the same and have never really talked about it either.
Yes!
Yes, boy.
Here they are. Here's the troops.
Josh, nice shot, mate. Nice shot.
Sure.
How you doing, please? Boys, do you want a drink?
Wait,
then?
no.
I'll have a craft, please.
Yeah, love it, boys. Get them in, Teddy.
We're obviously mates, we're obviously very sociable, but there's an importance here. Ben suffered with his testicular cancer, going through this journey of fertility, and I want to know more about it. Ben wants to know more about it. But do you actually know anything about sperm? Like, you obviously got a kid on the way.
No.
You just
Look like little tadpoles, that's about it.
To be honest, I've literally had no further education on it since school.
You don't really speak about it until something actually happens. What do you think affects sperm?
I know drugs can affect your sperm levels.
Yeah, drugs is here. Smoking pot has been shown to reduce sperm count, sperm function, and overall male fertility. As, you know, the testicles get hotter, obviously the chances of any production obviously slows down rapidly. So the cooler the testicle is,
Fair enough.
the better they'll produce. And then that leads on to hot tubs and saunas. 30 minutes in a jacuzzi or hot tub can temporarily decrease sperm production. Did you know anything about that?
No, a lot of healthy people might have a run, have a swim, get in a sauna for half an hour, thinking they're doing the best for themselves.
You wouldn't think about your spuds, would you? Absolutely not. The more constricted a man's pants are, the less hospitable an environment he creates for sperm production. Guess when sperm production decreases in men, typically? After what age?
40.
40. Sperm production decreases in men after the age of 40, and certainly after the big 5-0.
Did it make more of a difference for women, though? Because with men it just decreases, and with women it just stops.
Yeah, they go down after 30, apparently.
Well, anything I do know, I think a lot of us do know, is based around the women's body clock. It's nothing to do with what we should know more about is men.
We all know more about women's than our own, don't we, really? Because they all go on about it, nattering about it. Nattering about it. Yeah.
What's everyone's slang name for it? I'll call it nice drop of David. A nice drop of David.
David what?
Seaman.
I think it's a real opener to all males, really, to get focused and start understanding and start learning about that, because it's going to play a part of your life at a certain stage. And if you want a family, then why wouldn't you want to give yourself the best opportunity to have a child?
Chatting about all of this with our mates has made us realise we don't even have a handle on the basics of male fertility. We need to sort that out for a start.
Is this just like a sample under a microscope?
I guess so.
See this one here? Like this right here?
Yeah.
Is like me round a running track.
What?
Very active, very precise, knows where he wants to go. He's got ambition in life. That's what I like, a sperm with a bit of ambition.
OK, gents, do you want to come this way?
We've come to see a guy in Sheffield who's apparently a genuine sperm expert.
Thank you.
So, take one of those that fits you. They're not terribly
Can I have
stylish.
Sarah's?
You can have Sarah's.
Thanks.
And I'll go and get mine.
Thank you.
I want this one.
So the question I've got for you guys is the size of testicles.
Yeah.
What's normal and what's not?
I've got like space hoppers, like I've got a proper good set of testicles.
You do? How do you know?
I've been told that a number of times.
Well, I know that I'm below average. I've got small testicles.
So how do we measure the size of testicles?
Don't know.
Oh. Interesting.
So these are
conkers.
A set of things that look like conkers, but they are a calibrated set of beads.
Yours that one?
Yeah, mine's a, what's that, a Z5? 25?
25.
Professor, would 15 and 20 be your average sizes?
Probably about 15 is
15
a fairly
is an average
kind of size.
So I got told by my surgeon that I was below average, which would possibly put me in a sort of a 12 or a 10 area.
Bigger the testicle,
Yep.
the more likely you are to produce sperm, or more sperm.
Yeah.
Whereas if you've got a small testicle, you'll produce less sperm in the same amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting.
That is sick. That is, this is like a...
See, I thought...
like a Caribbean necklace.
Do you want to have a go? Do you want to look at some sperm?
Yes, please.
I would love to. Is it your sperm, Professor?
No. We have a volunteer who came in a few minutes ago. So we've got a little sample here that was produced probably about an hour ago now.
Yeah.
And it's quite runny. You know when a sample first comes out?
Yeah.
It's quite thick and gloopy.
Sometimes it's thick, yeah.
Yeah, but over time, it becomes runny, and that's really critical for the sperm to escape.
And why? Yeah, 'cause it's naturally easier to swim through.
And then
it's like
swim into the
swimming
female.
through water as opposed to mud.
So we're just adding a little drop of sperm in the chamber, and then we'll pop it into the little viewer.
And then we can have a look.
And we can have a look.
Oh, amazing.
We have to line it up. We can put the phone on top of the camera.
This is just mad.
So what it does is it takes a little video and it sends that video into the cloud, and the computers in the cloud then make all the calculations to work out how many sperm were there in that sample. So it's now
analysing the data.
Analysing the data, and we should get the results soon. We like to see at least 15 million sperm per milliliter of the sample. We like to see at least a third of the sperm swimming forwards, and we like to see at least 4% of them have the right size and shape.
Right, okay.
If you're below that, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a problem, but you are at the lower end of normal. And whether or not you're successful will depend on lots of factors like your age, how long you've been trying, and even the fertility of your partner.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of different factors to take into consideration.
Many factors.
Yeah. The results are in, guys.
Do you want to
let's have a look.
Can I press the button?
Do you want to press the button?
Yeah, can I? Is that all right?
So what have we got?
30 million.
So there are 30 million swimmers in that sample.
Wow. That is
good. Whoever produced that was good.
I can't believe, and it's dawned on me that actually this guy who's done a sample produces 30 million and I can't produce 1.
So we know that you need lots of healthy, forward-moving, active sperm, but I want to know more about what happens when you don't and what you can do about it. More specifically, what does having a varicocele actually mean for fertility?
Okay. So it says, believe it or not, a primary function of these veins is to reduce the local scrotum temperature by pumping blood out of the area. These swollen veins, which is the varicocele, therefore increase the temperature of the testicles, aka cook the balls, and lead to reduced sperm quality. So I just found out that varicoceles count for 40% of cases being the cause of male infertility, which is a staggering amount. You know, it's nearly half the cause of male infertility. And for someone who's got a varicocele like I myself, that's very concerning, quite worrying. But just looking up things now on the internet just to see how I can improve my sperm quality. You know, eating your vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin D, and your zinc, managing your stress levels. I found out that cold treatments, so keeping the testicles nice and cool, is very important. So I'm looking at ways that I can kind of include that in my day-to-day life.
I've decided to take matters into my own hands and find something to cool them down.
Lovely.
Chris,
Yeah?
what are you doing in there?
Huh?
What have you put down your pants?
No, just touch me. Like, just touch me there. Please touch. Please just touch.
What on earth is that?
Yeah, I know, feel it. What does it feel like?
An ice pack?
Yes.
Why have you got an ice pack down there?
Well, let me explain. It's what I've got down here.
Is that not really uncomfortable?
No, it's nice, it's refreshing. It's cooling my balls down.
Oh, I would have thought that.
Think about it.
Is it not numbing them?
Yeah, numbing them, yes, but in a good way.
Oh.
You've got to listen to the science behind it.
Okay, go on.
Right, so look at this.
Oh, you've got a little pouch. You're like a kangaroo.
Kangaroo, that's how I described it earlier. So this slots in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, are these pants, are these special pants?
Special pants, I got them off the internet.
Shut up.
Yeah, they got delivered today.
I think if we had a camera on us 24/7, people would think we're absolute weirdos.
Have a little root around.
Sorry, can I do that?
No, you feel free. I mean, embrace it.
I am. We're just kids. We're just really, really silly, and that's why we get on so well.
Because obviously I've had 3 operations on that varicocele. That was 6 years ago now. It's a worry, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think of how much.
Though?
Yeah, it definitely bothers me because I'm a family man, you know.
Mm.
And you know my family as well.
Yeah.
I want to have a family one day.
You want little babbies?
I want little bubbers.
You want little babbies with me?
I do. What do you reckon to it, buddy? You like this? Yeah, you proud of me?
Yeah.
I've actually taken my initiative.
I know.
Do you know what? I thought you'd be proud of me for doing this.
Yeah, it's
I thought
really,
you'd say
really
to me
good.
today, I thought you'd go, do you know what, Chris? You've used your initiative there.
Yeah.
You've been really clever. You've thought about yourself and your
And me.
future and, of course, you, which I always think about you.
Do you?
I do that, don't I?
You're a good boy.
I'm a good boy.
I'm on my way to see Dr. Reddy to find out what is wrong with my balls and why I can't produce a sperm or any sperm whatsoever. What do you reckon, Mum?
Darling, I don't know.
Hi, Mum.
Yes, Ben?
Just there. I spent a few nights in there.
Oh, for goodness sake, doing what?
You don't need to know. That was me trying to do some baby making.
Oh, for goodness sake, Ben, behave.
Quite ironic with where we're going today.
Given there was no sperm found in the tests that Ben had before his cancer op, we're worried he's not producing any sperm at all.
Come and take a seat here.
Thank you.
Right, Ben. And I understand that you had a tumor in your left testicle that needed to be removed. Your pre-surgery sperm analysis didn't reveal any sperms, Ben.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for me to say whether your testicle is producing sperms and probably not to the higher level that it's not coming out, or whether your testicle is not producing sperms at all.
Okay.
And the only way we actually can find out is for you to go through a procedure called the surgical sperm recovery. That procedure is better off being done in an IVF unit. It's a very simple, very quick, and it's done under local. This procedure, I have to say, is actually quite good success rates, normally above 80% in
that's good
getting good sperms. But if I'm going to comment about the success of this procedure in you as a patient, based on your hormone, I would be very cautious and say 20% maybe.
Right,
because the hormone is telling me that there could be an issue with the sperm producing.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
But definitely it's worth a try.
Yes.
Brilliant.
It will give you some answers as well as, you know, how to proceed further based on.
It's been so helpful that you've explained it so well.
The only confirmative way of finding out whether there are sperms is for you to go through that procedure. So I think, bearing in mind that low success rate, still remain positive.
Yeah, thank you very much. When the doctor actually told me, it was the biggest sinking feeling in my stomach, because you don't actually know what you're dealing with.
In Ben's situation, that is definitely going to be a huge psychological impact. Are they going to recover any sperms at all? And if they don't, then basically that is it. That he has to then come to terms with the other aspect of never going to be a father of, you know, a child using his own biological genes.
So what's the news then? What did the doctor say?
She's given me 20% chance that the sperm retrieval will work and basically 20% chance of having children.
Shit.
I mean...
1 in what? So you've got to have the sperm retrieval and you've got a 1 in 5 chance of that being successful?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Bad. But it's still a chance, and that's how I'm looking at it.
20% though, that's a... Do you know what? That's a fighting chance.
Yeah. I've been dealt that many bad hands that I'm surely...
Due a good one.
Good one on its way.
Ace of hearts, you're due an ace of hearts.
Yeah, keep battling on.
Keep feeding the pheasants.
Keep battling on.
That's it.
Okay. It's Olivia I worry about more though.
Bless her.
Bless her.
To meet the girl of your dreams and then not be able to fulfill her dreams for having children would make me feel awful, because you meet them, you realise how much they mean to you. You start pursuing that and settling down and everything else, and you get a massive setback. I think she's one of the most wonderful people in the world and would make such a good mother, and that's why I want to be able to give her children. Look, look, he's never seen water before. Get on. Good boy, Buster. Mrs. Reddy said that going for sperm retrieval is absolutely fine. She's given me a 20% chance of a success rate.
Sugar.
Don't get upset.
I didn't know that.
Well, no, she's told me this today. So with that in mind, she's referred me to the Oxford fertility unit.
Okay.
We've got
20%.
a chance. It's a 1 in 5 chance. Worst case scenario, don't get upset.
I'm fine.
Worst case scenario is that I can't produce the sperm in which we need to have children, which I would feel like I've let you down.
It's okay.
It'll be okay.
Look at me with your big blue eyes.
Come here. Put on a brave face for me.
Okie-dokie. I love you. I love you too.
You're okay. Right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
It doesn't affect our relationship, that's the thing. But when having children might not happen the way I'd hoped it would happen, it gets to me.
Essentially, for his sperm retrieval, she's given him about a 20% chance of actually retrieving any sperm, actually of having an opportunity to have a child, which is low.
Yeah, I know, bless him.
Obviously, he's my brother and there's problems in the family with fertility, so I'd rather now, personally, just get myself checked out. I want to know what I'm producing. 5, 6 years ago, I had my operations. I haven't done anything since. You know, I haven't even been for the checkups that I was meant to go for my 𝗲𝗂𝗃𝗲 operations, just to make sure it was all okay. Because I feel okay. And that's the problem. You can feel fine, but you can have things going on that you don't know are going on.
Chris is a very confident person, but he does worry an awful lot as well. He gets a lot of anxiety, he stresses a lot about a lot of things, and I do think this is one thing that probably plays on his mind quite a lot.
I've kind of like been taking everything in as we've gone on, but now it's more serious, like, what happens if I've got
What, do you feel like you wasn't really worrying about it before?
No, I
now that
wasn't.
you found that out, you're a bit worried?
Yeah, I'm just starting to think,
There's a possibility that that could happen to you?
yeah, is it just plaguing our family? And I don't want that.
The thought that the fact that he might be infertile does play on his mind a lot. So I think that would worry a lot of men, and I think especially for Chris, because he wants to have kids, like I know he does. I just want to be with Chris for the rest of my life. He's the one that makes me happy. So, I mean, whether we have kids or not, it won't affect anything.
Knowing now my varicocele is possibly doing damage to my sperm, after 6 years of ignoring it, I think it's time I got things sorted. For me and for Jessie.
Hiya.
Hi, good afternoon.
Chris Hughes, I've got an appointment with Dr. Davis.
Thank you. Please go and take a seat in the corridor.
Thank you.
All I can do is just be there for him, and as someone who loves him, just keep an eye on him, just hopefully he'll be all right.
Hello, Chris.
Hello, buddy, you all right?
I'm fine, how are you?
Good to see you again, you are?
See you too, yeah, I'm very well. Come on through.
Thank you very much.
OK, Chris, so let's just have a quick examination now, OK?
Yeah,
so
perfect. Yeah,
just
no
putting
problem.
this back. Just let me know if there's any pain or discomfort, OK,
Yeah.
when I'm examining.
No worries.
What I'm going to do first is I'm going to examine the good testicle on the right first, OK? Very gently. OK, that feels normal. Your right testicle's absolutely fine. OK, good. Just going to try the left now, OK? Yeah. OK, right. A couple of things here. You can feel the previous surgery where it's done, it's at the hardened areas, but this, the varicocele is definitely there still.
Yeah.
It's quite a large one, really, and I can see why that's causing you some discomfort.
Yeah.
OK, Chris, my concern for you is that we're looking at a situation that is deteriorating rather than being stable, because the problem has remained.
Yeah.
So, you know, we need to crack on, really.
Yeah,
And see
matter
what-
of urgency.
Yeah, so let's get a scan first.
Yeah.
Let's get some semen analysis, and then we can take it from there.
How was it?
Not great.
Oh, really?
Pretty shit. I've still got the varicocele still there, like fairly dominant. I want a family, I want to have a child, and everything to do with fertility and my testicles has suddenly become more important. So the doctor's saying today, you know, 6 years down the line, my varicocele hasn't improved. Therefore, my fertility levels, my sperm count could easily be reduced. If I look back on my life when I'm 40 years old and I can't have a kid, I'll think back to the 6 years where I had operation on my varicocele and then completely neglected it after that. Brushed it away like everything was fine, then I was mending. It's not like I broke my leg and I've gone for surgery and I'm hobbling around and someone says, oh, get your leg looked at again, you look like you're hobbling. You can't see anything down there. No one knows anything about that.
I can understand why he's so angry and upset, because he's had 4 operations on his testicles and none of them have worked, so he's been put straight back to square one again, which isn't just upsetting for him, it's upsetting for everyone around him.
I can't believe I'm here, back in the ultrasound clinic.
Hello there.
Hi, good afternoon.
Chris, good to meet you.
Joseph, take a seat.
Thank you.
When I was 14, I discovered there was something unnatural about my left testicle. It was something that I was so uneducated about that I just found it easier to ignore.
So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm looking at your testicle, starting with the right side. Okay, I'm just going to scan the area where you had the surgery.
Yep.
So just move it away this bit there.
Lovely, thank you.
You do have a few varicoceles again on your left side.
Before I went into the ultrasound, I knew that I still had varicoceles. But I want to know whether there's been any long-term damage to my balls and to my sperm.
So this is the room where you'll be producing your specimen. And there's no one in there at the moment.
Yeah, this is nice.
So if you'd like to have your brother with you or
No.
Okay, that's fine.
That would be a bit weird.
No.
So this is the pod that we have for you to produce your specimen into.
Right, then I think I'm ready to get cracking.
Okay, so I'll leave you to it.
Thank you. Jesus, that's like the olden days. Brilliant. Job done. Very quick, wasn't I?
Yes, you are. So your result will now go to your GP within 5 to 7 days, and then they can give you the result.
Marvellous. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now I've got to wait a week to get my results. Right now, there's nothing more I can do.
Ben, come and get the kettle on.
What's the matter now?
Can you get the kettle on? Come on, boil me a drink, please.
What are you wanting?
Peppermint tea.
Green tea, 3 gingers, lemon green tea.
Peppermint.
Even though me and Ben are going through this together, it started to feel like we're pretty isolated. I've put a shout out online to see who else is out there.
Oh my God, they stink.
A load of blokes have got in touch, so I'm gonna give them a little bit of a Skype. They've given me their contact details as well.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting to chat to a few people, get some different perspectives on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Come on, let's do it here. Right then, let's give these people a Skype.
I found that out around about 18, 19. I'd had mumps, and then that affected my fertility.
From the testicular cancer,
Yeah.
I always knew that I had a low sperm count anyway.
Yeah.
Throughout our 3-4 years on NHS fertility treatment, they ignored me for virtually all of it.
And how did that make you feel, though?
I found it really difficult to cope with the anger for a long time.
The doctor then sent me to the hospital where they found the testicular cancer in the other testicle.
Oh, Christ.
And I'm still living with the varicocele in the other one as well.
Well, I've got a varicocele and Ben's had testicular cancer, so you've got both of us put together.
All of our friends who want kids have kids. Socially, it is very difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
As a man, you know, you've got the problem, but you've got to stay strong throughout everything, even though, you know, you are the cause of it all.
Do you feel like enough spoken about, though, in terms of male fertility?
Not enough. I praise you boys for actually, you know, doing this, but there's nowhere near enough, and nowhere near enough support for men going through this either.
Yeah, stigmatised, isn't it? So what's the future plans for you? What's the next step, Richard?
Well, we've just had our last attempt at paid IVF, and that's failed again. So now that's number 11.
Blimey.
And now we're just facing a chat with our consultant to say enough's enough.
Oh, bless you. You're a good man.
Sorry, boys.
No, you're all right, mate. No, it's upsetting. You've been through the ringer and back. Do you know what I mean?
No, stay positive. You'll be fine.
Likewise for you as well.
Thanks a lot. I
Bless you,
appreciate
mate.
it, boys.
All the best, mate.
Jeez.
Oh, what a lovely fellow.
He got me bad. That was tough.
Some people can stay upbeat and very positive. Some people get to the point where they are beaten by it, and the realisation is that they've got to accept the fact that that is the way that their life planned out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad.
One of the people I didn't expect to get in touch was Olympic rower Peter Lambert. He also has a varicocele.
Oh, the guy's an absolute monster. I'm here watching him on the lake, minus the pun, you know I'm quite in awe of him. Look at him, absolute machine. It's just an animal, like they're so fit, these athletes. Like rowers are just a different breed. It's a different kind of fitness. Like, I've done rowing before, I've done it once.
How you doing?
Very well, thanks. I enjoyed watching you then. An Olympian at work. Can I help you at all?
Yeah, you can take my blades.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, go for it. Take
Man, that's a pleasure to meet you, mate. So how did you even find out you were infertile?
My wife and I have been trying to have a baby for about now 2.5 years. And 6 months ago, I found out that it is the reason that we can't pull pregnancies is because of me. And because my sperm count is so low. Because of my varicocele.
So how's that affected you mentally? Because that must be tough.
My sport has taught me to be like mentally robust in any situation that happens. I want people to know that I am the fittest I've ever been, and I'm fitter than 99% of the world population. And yet I've been inflicted with this issue, and that's why I want to do this. Because I tick every single box and I have this problem.
How does that feel for you, the injustice that there's people out there who can get somebody pregnant with a click of the fingers?
Like, that does frustrate me. But I could have known about this at 18. I could have checked myself at 16.
Yeah.
You don't need even sympathy. You don't need people to find solutions. You just need to talk about it. That's, I think, the most frustrating thing, and that's what helps us, myself and my wife, out the most. It's the fact that we were just literally able to talk about it.
Yeah. Peter's one of very few people I've met who's actually had a varicocele, of which I've spoken to. So for that reason, that makes me quite nervous, because he's clearly struggling. You know, he isn't producing the quality of sperm to get his wife pregnant.
I think Peter having a varicocele as well as me is a proper eye-opener. So what happens if I'm in the same position, or in fact even worse, like my brother, and have no sperm present? The next step for Ben is the sperm retrieval operation, and I know it's playing on his mind. He's going to Yorkshire to meet Richard, who he met on Skype, and who's been in a very similar situation to the one Ben's in now.
Cup of tea or coffee? Yeah, cup of tea would be great, please. I've just been pretty much told that I've got, you know, between a 0 and a 20% chance of producing sperm, and I'm just trying to, you know, come to grips with that a little bit. And we're sort of looking down the route of sperm retrieval.
I've had that done before, yeah. It's not a nice thing, but I was in that mentality that if they can do anything and just get one sperm out of anything, then I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about possibly having that done?
I feel, you know, pretty hopeful. I feel it might be a last resort, but I got a lot of hope from it. I'm kind of, you know, looking forward to it. I'll know of what my future's going to bring, whether it is going to have children in it, whether it's not, and so on and so forth.
And it's only a part of your future. You're always going to have that future.
Yeah.
You know,
you're
always going to get that. It's just a part. It's just unfortunate. It's one of the really important bits, but you're still going to carry on. I got to a point where I had to face facts that my reality may be this. It may be that I have no kids. You have to accept it. That is rough. That's what takes the most.
Yeah.
But if you're going into this 100%, you know, committed to it and together, you're doing everything you can. And don't be too critical of yourself.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I best get back to the Cotswolds, back to where I belong. Thank you ever so much. That's really kind.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
No problem, mate. You mind how you going? Good luck with everything as well.
Yeah, I'll be in touch. I'll let you know how it goes.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear about it as well. Take care.
Cheers.
See you later.
The massive thing that hit me was the fact that Richard has accepted the reality that he's not going to have children. I can't accept that reality because I can't see my life without children in it.
We're on our way to the fertility clinic that Ben's been referred to by Mrs. Reddy. He has an appointment with one of the country's leading fertility specialists who's been doing some further analysis of Ben's test results.
How are you feeling?
I don't think there's anything to actually be nervous about, if I'm honest. I think it's all going to be just fine.
It'll be good.
So when we see men who aren't producing sperm in their sample, that's called azoospermia, there's two main causes. One is a blockage and one is lack of sperm production. Now, a way that we can try and work out which one it is through some tests, and you've already had some of these tests. Again, the guys in Cheltenham helpfully did that.
Yeah.
So what that tells us is that the problem for the lack of sperm is not a blockage, it's actually that there's an issue with the testicle really struggling to produce sperm. So I think the chances of finding sperm would be very low. The question is, well, how do we find sperm? And the new kid on the block is this technique called a microteaser. So the surgeons actually open the testicle up, they then use a microscope to look down at all the tubules in the testes, which would normally be producing sperm, and this technique is thought to maybe give the highest chance. That's not something that we would be doing here.
No.
In the UK, there's not a lot of urologists doing it. An issue can be that some of the people who are doing it maybe not have done that many, because again, it's quite a new procedure coming through. I think you'd have to be realistic about the low chance of success, though.
Okay. We got told sort of, a 1 in 5 chance of it being successful.
Of finding sperm?
Of finding sperm.
Okay, I think it would be less than that.
Okay.
That's not zero.
No, it's still a chance.
It's not 20%.
No, okay.
I know it's upsetting and difficult to...
Kind of don't really let you go through your life thinking you're kind of going to meet someone and then it's going to be like the easy situation.
Yeah.
So
it's surprisingly common that people struggle with it.
Yeah.
What's happened then?
What's happened? It's just less of a chance than what we thought. At the end of the day, I've been down some bad hands, and it's just a difficult one to swallow, really. I overcome cancer, which was one of the biggest bumps in which I thought I had in life, which we beat that, and then you go a little bit further down the line and you actually just have another bump in your way, another hurdle which you have to try and get over.
We can all tell that things are getting to Ben. Even our dad, who's a man of very few words.
Ben's got a lot on his plate at the moment with one thing and another, and so he goes a little bit quiet. It's not looking great, but you should never give up. An outsider can always win the race. I'd like to be a grandfather, but yeah, it's not the be-all and end-all. As long as Ben and Libby are happy together is the main thing.
Oh, it's dusty in here, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Come to say hello. Huh? Come to say hello.
He's going to need some TLC through all this. He's always wanted to have a big family one day, so it's just quite sad.
You never come to the farm.
I know, but I've come to give you a hand today. I thought I'd,
We've only got 30 turkeys, look, and they've got to come across here into their nice new run.
30 turkeys?
Yeah.
I ain't touching a turkey.
You can come and give me a hand.
Last time I touched a turkey, it flicked shit up in my face.
Come on, little turkeys.
No. Come to Chris. Oh, Christ, they stink. Come to Chris. Say hello, Chrissy.
Come on, we got 30 to do.
Yeah. I ain't touching that, Ben. I ain't touching a turkey.
Can you please just...
I ain't gonna touch a turkey.
Chris.
Feathers everywhere, man.
Hold him there.
Like this?
By his legs. And then just hold his wings together so he can't flap. Right.
Good boy. I think he likes me. Good boy. It's okay. Can he get out of here? Is he all right? Yeah, let him go?
Yeah, let him go.
Because when they flap, it's like throwing out the bloody Exorcist.
Yeah.
Where's the wife today?
She's working today.
Would she usually do this?
She'd help me.
Would she? Would she be able to carry them like me?
Yeah.
Do you think she's better than me on the farm?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
So what are you thinking then after yesterday?
Well, I want to move things along as quick as possible if I have to go for sperm retrieval.
And get the treatment done?
And just get the treatment done. Yeah, I don't want to waste any more time.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good idea, really.
It's just hard, but I know I've got you guys, Mum, Dad, you, and everyone else.
Yeah.
Olivia,
yeah.
I can't tell you how much she supported me through all of this. But, you know, it's something that I've got to do.
Yeah.
And if there's nothing there, then we look down the other options.
Yeah. No, good idea. No, I think that's a good mindset to be in bed, and I think, you know, while the day's still young, I think you've got to get the rest of them turkeys in. Because they're calling, they want to be in here.
Yeah, they do.
Ben loves his farm life, but I'm all about the horses. It's where I go to clear my head.
Hey. Hey, lover. Hey, lover. I love being up here. Honestly, this is one of my favourite things to do. Just riding out in the mornings, it just makes me feel happy. This whole journey so far has been tougher than we thought, I think, especially with what Ben's going through. It's just been setback after setback, and, you know, when you weigh things up, he hasn't actually had any good news at all, really. Obviously, he's got his own personal issues in terms of his fertility and what he can do to resolve that. So, you know, a lot of it now is decision time. I personally thought fertility was so simple. I thought you either got sperm or you haven't. And I found out as, you know, this journey's gone on that there's far more complications to it, far more struggles along the way. I mean, even for me, I've been told my 𝗲𝗏 will only improve. It's been 6 years, so that's 6 years of potential damage towards my fertility levels, which, you know, I'm eagerly, in a way, anticipating finding out how they are.
I think it's hard to stay positive when I'm about to phone up the doctor and get the results. I think naturally it's normal to feel worried and anxious about something like this because it could have such a strain on your life and the future. And I think that's a difficult thing. There's so much pressure on these results because they could be life-changing. Fingers crossed it's good news.
But I just don't want to sit here and get more anxious just waiting to hear back from him. He's got the results there now, so I'll just give him a call.
Hello?
Hi, is that Dr. Davis? It's Chris.
Hi, Chris.
How
It's Haldane speaking.
Yeah, hi there. I'm just ringing up to get my results, really, from my sperm test.
Okay, right, well, they're in, and I'm really pleased to say that your sperm count has not only increased, but the quality of the sperm has also improved.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, so that's really good news.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm delighted for you.
Oh, bless you. I was panicking. I had a bit of anxiety just before I rang you, but no, you've put me at ease. Thank you so much.
No problem, Chris. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. I've got to ring my girlfriend. 100%. I think she's going to be very, very happy. I just got to tell her the good news. It's been a worry, isn't it, for us both, so...
Baba?
Oh, Jessica, I have a lot of sperm.
Yay!
And they're very, very active.
That's amazing.
I know. I'm really happy.
Lots of babies.
I think we can have maybe 3 or 4.
Fantastic news.
I was actually proper nervous before, but he just said to me, I've got great news for you. Like, you know, it's brilliant. You've got so many sperm present and they're very active, so it was brilliant.
That's really good, Bob. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm well happy. I'm just cuddling my polar bear teddy at the same time.
All right, love you so much.
All right, love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This feels a bit weird. I've got good sperm. Like, it's nice, isn't it? It's nice for, like, mum and dad and stuff, because obviously I think they probably expected my sperm results to be a bit shitty.
But it's very hard to celebrate that when someone so close to you as your brother can't produce any sperm and they're really suffering.
Oh, he's got his polar bear.
On the phone to the doctor, aren't I?
Oh,
How'd you get on?
Good news.
good news. What, from the doctor?
Said I've got very active sperm in very many of them. So.
Oh, well done.
Oh, that is
Good man.
That is a relief.
And he said that he didn't actually think it was going to be that positive.
That is a relief.
It's a weird one, though, isn't it? Do you not think?
Well,
It's not like something...
Why is that weird?
I don't know, because it's not like something you can celebrate, is it? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I get what you're saying because you're not going to throw a party about the situation.
Yeah.
But you're not. You don't have to think about a struggle.
And you don't have to think
So
about
that's a
getting-
celebration in itself that you're not going to go down a
Yeah.
road where it will be a struggle, and that's reassuring for you.
Because we didn't know whether you were going to have to go for sperm retrieval as well.
Yeah, it's a relief.
So that
It's a
is a
relief.
relief. I've got to give you a hug.
Oh, lovely. One would have been enough.
Hearing Chris's news that he's got plenty of sperm present and that it's active is absolutely amazing to hear. But it does make it difficult for me because I'm still in that area of unknown. I'm not sure what's going on with mine, and it would just be nice to be able to get some results.
Me and Olivia are taking Ben up to London to meet the surgeon who's going to perform the micro-teaser operation on Ben's testicle
Thank you, cheers.
Thank you very much.
and hopefully find some sperm.
So this isn't just a business of doing tricks or operations. To a certain extent, this is about looking after you. One of the things we're going to do is to encourage your testicle to produce more testosterone. And that'll make you better, but it will also create the best possible circumstances for finding sperm.
Okay.
Now, about the sperm business, we want to go and look for it at a time when we think we're most likely to find it and most likely to get plenty.
Mm-hmm.
But the important thing is to get the testosterone level up.
Mm-hmm.
So, in terms of the medication, have you heard of 𝗂𝗶𝗯𝗲? What it's going to do is to make you make more testosterone. And then it's going to take about 6 months to get you into best nick.
Okay.
So that you know that by March, April,
Yeah.
we will be doing the deed.
Perfect.
If there's a sperm there, we'll find it.
Thank you. This is my last chance, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that these tablets do actually do what they are supposed to.
We had children.
It's something that we're dealing with, and we have to try And I mean, try very hard to just stay a little bit positive and try and see that light at the end of the tunnel.
I just think it's so unfair that I was given the good news that I had healthy sperm, active sperm. And now that I'm single, it feels kind of wasted because you've got a couple in Ben and Olivia who are so ready to make that commitment. And it just feels that, you know, life is just unfair.
It's crazy to think that we're two brothers with two completely separate fertility issues. And it just goes to show how common fertility issues are in men.
Yeah, definitely. I think the thing that we've realised is that we shouldn't be taking our fertility for granted. You know, no man should take his fertility for granted. And it's kind of staggering, really, that we waited until our late 20s to do something about that.
It's because men find it embarrassing to talk about their fertility. We shouldn't be ashamed to talk about it.
I think we must talk about it, most definitely.